and Hibs went on to hold Rangers for the next 50 minutes. Keith Wright's winning goal had his fellow Hibs fans scrambling for cup final tickets, something unthinkable just 12 months before.
And there goes the final whistle. Hibs have beaten Rangers. They're through to the Skol Cup final. And there's the scene of jubilation.
We went out to celebrate that night, I remember that. The Edinburgh boys went back to town and celebrated as if I'd won the cup.
Our lads are starting to get a bit cocky now. You know, we're good. You know, we're good.
You sometimes think when you've won the semi-final against a big club, then the final's easy. But the final's twice as hard if you go in with that attitude.
No one knew more about how important the League Cup final was than Alex Miller, the man who'd borne the brunt of the pressure, the misery and the abuse of the last 2 years.
Where I felt it most was my family. I had two young sons at that time, and they were getting abuse at school.
It's not easy being a football manager. I think it's more difficult than even being a business manager, because you're there and you've got to, depending on the crowd, 10,000, 15,000 or 20,000 people who all want to do your job for you.
Alex Miller had won 5 League Cups, 2 Scottish Cups and 5 Championship badges as a player. The 1991 League Cup final against Dunfermline was his first chance to add a manager's medal to his collection and finally win over the Hibernian fans. The last time a Hibs team had won any silverware was 1972, when Turnbull's Tornadoes lifted the cup. 17 years of relative obscurity and 2 added years of sheer hell later, Hibs were in contention again. While the maroon half of Edinburgh sat at home and backed Dunfermline, the Hibs fans were desperate for a win. Defeat was unthinkable. A green and white clad army packed Hampden's terraces that day, and for once they weren't from Glasgow.
The big thing for me at that time was not to come away from Hampden a loser. I had to win the cup, I had to be in the winning team. I kept saying to myself, we can't lose. Just the fear kept me going.
Talented left foot. Out of luck there, the youngster coming inside. Mickey Weir trying to break clear for Hibs. He's brought down in the end by McWilliams. An angry reaction from Mickey.
First half of the game, you're out and we're there, but we're no there. We're not playing the way we've been playing. We're not playing quickly. We're no aggressive. We're no winning challenges.
Now Martin McLeod looking for a shooting chance. That was deflected off McCarthy.
We just felt we've just turned up thinking we're going to get the cup.
Dunfermline played well in the first half. We were a wee bit lucky at times to get through it.
After a dismal first half, the destination of the League Cup still hung in the balance. Would it be Edinburgh or Dunfermline? Alex Miller had just 15 minutes to inspire his team.
What I remember most was at half-time when he came in and the score was 0-0, and he just really quietly said, "Don't let this pass you by, this could be the biggest day of your lives."
And I said to the players, just go and relax. You've got all the tools that you need. You've got the tactical awareness, you've got good fitness. Go and relax and go and take the cup. You deserve it.
If the Hibernian fans had seen a performance reminiscent of the disastrous 1990 season in the first half, they welcomed back the 1991 vintage in the second. Hibs just needed an even break. What they got was a lucky one.
Here's Weir again, trying to get away from Sharp, brought down in the end, a penalty kick has been given.
Michael Weir got brought down for the penalty kick. One or two say it was a wee bit soft, but...
Sharp went down, he appeared to catch him perhaps with his arm, or did he?
No, it wasn't a dive. That was another one I've lived with for a long time.
It was a missed kick, a complete missed kick.
I just basically tried to go by the full back and got my feet caught up at the same time and ended up on the floor.
And I went, penalty! You know, and it's like, penalty.
Up stepped Tommy McIntyre, possibly for that brief moment in time, the coolest man on the planet.
I really just tried to focus the ball, the goal, and where I was wanting to put it, to blank out the crowd, the players, everything round about you, and just to focus on the ball.
You just felt, this is the one, this is the one. If Tam puts it in, we'll go on and win the cup.
Tommy McIntyre, the record is gone, Hibs take the lead.
and to see the ball get in, probably the best penalty kick you've ever seen.
But the fairy tale being played out for the Hibs fans didn't end there. One player had a destiny to fulfil.
And then the script was written for Big Keith Wright to go through and score.
Here's Tom Wilson. Now Cunnington.
Mickey Weir got the ball inside right.
Go on, Keith, go on. Hammer it, hammer it.
Right, this could settle it for Hibs. It's Keith Wright. That settles it. Hibs now surely destined to win the cup.
And when that goal went in, that was it. All the relief from the previous 2 years was shown on the Hibs fans' faces, was shown on the players' faces. We knew that Hibs was still alive and kicking, and this was the culmination of what had gone on for the previous 2 years, and everyone was happy.
Here by Hunter. Referee Mike McGinley ends the match. Jubilation there on the Hibs bench. The manager Alec Miller.
As a boy, when you're growing up, your dream is always to walk up the Hampden steps and lift a cup. So I thought, that's it, I've done it. This is a big moment, up the Hampden steps to lift the cup.
But to turn round and see so many Hibs fans on the ground, it's just fantastic.
You didn't think about it at the time, but it's not until after it you realise it. You see the teams in the final, getting to the final, and the cup getting handed along the line, holding the cup up, as you do as a boy, you dream about that, but that was taken away from us. Murdo and Willie quite happy to walk away with the cups and celebrate themselves. So that was, if any regrets on the day, that must be it. I didn't get a chance to hold a cup up at Hampden.
The moment for me winning the cup was getting back to Edinburgh on that open-top bus and seeing the amount of fans that were on the street and how much that Hibs meant.
I've won cups before, and I've sat on open-top buses before, but my God.
It hit home before with the Hands Off Hibs campaign, but I've never seen anything like this in my life, and I don't think I'll ever see anything again.
Well, when we get back to the stadium was locked out. It was just a packed stadium.
You wonder where everyone came from and went out onto the pitch in ovation. You still get the goosebumps in the back of the neck when you're talking about it, but just wonderful.
At the time, you're always thinking, this is it, I've just joined Hibs, this is what it's all about, getting in cup finals and it's winning things like this. But when you look back at your career now and you realise that was the only time it happened, it probably was the best time as a football player.
It's something that nobody can take away from you, and that was the main thing. Nobody can take that away from you. You've won, you're a cup winner.
Hang on a minute. Did Murdo ever pick up the cash from his winning bet?
I can't remember. I think I went, but I didn't go in because somebody would recognise me in the bookie. Because obviously it was illegal to do these sort of things, and so you didn't want to be seen getting in and picking up a wad. So I went in the car, and somebody else went in and got it.